everybody, it's me again, and I wanted to talk to you. I did all the Scream movies, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I wanted to do 5 and 6 separately, but because I want to make a point, I'm gonna do 5 and 6 together. Okay, it's gonna be a spoiler review. I have to, cause sorry, check my mic here. Okay, because I really want to make a point here. First of all, the movies are good. They are the most visceral ones, the most gory ones. It's still stab, stab, stab by Ghostface, stabbing like real hate, just stabbing you, especially in the 6th one, where he guts people and really the guts are hanging out, things like that. He even uses a shotgun at some point in a convenience store and kills somebody from close range, a short shotgun, bam. That I mean, Ghostface, when Ghostface never used a weapon, a gun, besides his buck knife. Now in the 6th one he does use it. Okay, if they're revealed they use a gun, that's true, but not if they're in Ghostface mode. Now, you've got the characters. I had to write them down because there are a lot of characters. We've got, of course, Sidney Prescott, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera as Sam Carpenter, Jenna being the sister of Sam, Tara Carpenter, maybe a nod to John Carpenter, who knows. Of course, it's not directed by Wes Craven, God rest his soul, right? A guy named Matt Bettinelli Open, never heard of him. You got Jack Quaid, who plays Richie Kirch. Yeah, there's a little bit of a mix-up here. For the 5th one, yeah, you got his friend Amber Freeman. You've got Wes, Mindy, Chad, Liv. Mindy and Chad are being the nephew and the niece of Randy, the guy who knew all the horror movie things and the killer profile things, nerd horror geek. And of course, we've got Sheriff Judy Hicks. Now, she's Sheriff, from the 4th one. The klutz a little bit, but she wanted to always be with Dewey, was a little bit smitten by him. And we also see Skeet Ulrich as Billy Loomis, because Sam Carpenter is, okay, these are already spoiled. I'm gonna start with spoilers, okay? If you don't want to see it, don't see it. Sam Carpenter is Billy Loomis' daughter. Apparently, Billy had something going on before he met Sidney with a other girl, and she became pregnant, and she had Sam Carpenter. The same woman had another husband at some point and had Tara Carpenter. So they're half sisters. What's the deal with it? It's half sisters. Now the old guard is there and the new guard is there. So Jenna Ortega, mostly Jenna Ortega, and Melissa Barrera are there. These are the 2 main focused characters of the movie. Like I said, Wes, Mindy, Chad, Liv, they all, most of them, Mindy and Chad, they go to the next movie. Now, I'm not going to tell you scene by scene by scene. The reason why is I just want to make a certain point here. The point that I want to make is that I'm not a fanboy of Scream. I like Scream, but I'm not a fanboy. But I do like the entire intrigue they're surrounding Scream 5, because it doesn't have 5 behind it. It just has Scream, and then Scream 6, right? New York City. That Stu Macher is this mystical person that may or not be still alive. And they're hinting it in the 5th one, but especially in the 6th one. Especially so hard so that at some point, the in the sixth one you have, so it's gonna be a mishmash. So sorry for that. You have clues like Mindy saying to she'll be back, Kirby, Hayden Panettiere from Scream 4, now as an FBI agent. She's telling her, she also was a horror geek, Hayden Panettiere, Kirby. She thinks that Stu, she was her favorite killer, Stu. She thinks he's still alive, and Kirby nodded. And the thing is, you get that whiteboard in the police station with, Dermot Mulroney, detective from Friends. He's had a off and on thing with Rachel, Detective Bailey. There have a whiteboard with all the killers from every movie, including, of course, the first one. And I have a picture. Oh, sorry. Oops. Damn that fucking thing. Okay. So, sorry, it's a little bit my camera. So I've got a picture of the whiteboard where everybody's status, you have the pictures and the status of the people. Then you have Stu Macher's picture with a question mark. Right? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put that I'm trying to put that in a link, that picture, plus a short interview with Matthew Lillard that he's saying, I'm not gonna be in this Scream movie. Because he is also saying, I know they're amping Stu Macher's possibility he's still alive. That's what he said in the short. And there are now more and more interviews with him saying that he would be in Scream 7. It started with Stu, it'll end with Stu. And I'm saying, Dewey was killed not by, so Dewey was killed in Scream 5. One of the so sad scenes, because I've always thought of Dewey as Doofus Dewey. This movie is he's straightforward more. He shoots the killer, with a 6-shooter, he takes bullets out like John Wayne, he goes there, then he fights with a tall guy. Now the only killer we know, the killers in, so spoiler alert, in Scream 5 are Richie, Jack Quaid, and his girlfriend Amber. Richie is with the other people, so Amber was the only one who could do that. The killer is twice Amber's size in length and in width. It's fucking Stu who's killed Dewey. That's why it's been an honor. Then in the 6th one, he goes for Gale. Again, the killers, Detective Bailey, his son Eden, and daughter Quinn. Daughter Quinn supposedly killed in the dorm room where she's being sliced and diced, but that was just a diversion. And Detective Bailey, which is so stupid, putting a puppet there, and the coroner wouldn't see that it's a puppet. But okay. She was the only one who could get to Gale at that moment. The rest was preoccupied. Now, Gale had a new boy toy, giant black guy who was an NFL player. He got thrown like a rag doll through the window, and that girl, that small girl, his youngest, would have done that again. Big, little white guy going after Gale, almost succeeded. And I'm actually saying that Stu is behind everything. He's the mastermind. I'm saying I'm 90% sure he's gonna come back for Scream 7. He's gonna be the mastermind. He's gonna be the guy, because there's a cult now, right? Because Scream 6 starts with these 2 Ghostface guys who kill somebody, and we immediately see, you know, in an alleyway, and blonde, and we immediately see it's a guy, okay, and somebody calls him the killer, the killers of the movie, saying, playing, how did it feel killing her, and he felt like skewing in an animal. It was so riveting. And then he finds his partner, because he thinks it's his partner. He finds his partner in the fridge, completely cut to pieces, and then he dies. So that was a cool segue. That was cool. These two movies are pretty cool, part 1 and 2. Then they fuck up. The ending is always fucked up, in my opinion. The Richie and the Amber killer, and then the detective killer with the son and the daughter. I mean, that's just, I hated that. That wasn't good. It wasn't good. And I really hope they bring it back Stu, because they wanted to bring back Stu in Scream 3. This is a fact. Maybe I'll look it up, put it in the description. They wanted to bring him back as the killer in Scream 3, but because of, I think, a school shooting or something sad happened, things got rescheduled. The movie got a PG rating, the only Scream movie with a PG rating, which half for me killed the movie. Sorry to say that it's a R-rated Scream. I mean, you know, Scream is R-rated, and even we don't get a lot of ingenuity. I mean, it's always the same. Stab, 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 stab. But in the newer movies, like stab, stab, you motherfucker, stab. You got the jock Chad. This is just incredible. So in the 5th one, he gets stabbed like 10 times. Motherfucker. He survives. Okay. Then in the 6th one, he does this cool thing because he boxes and he knows how to box, and he outboxes one of the Ghostfaces. You know, he's doing good. Then behind him, another Ghostface stab in the back. Then he becomes a fucking pincushion, and I'm telling you like this. He's sitting there, they're stabbing him literally here deep, with the buck knife completely in here in your heart. The blood's coming out as well. Guy was stabbed like 50 times in areas that should kill you. What happens? The guy survives. Okay, so should a TV that falls from this height kill a person? Because I think the TV in Scream 6 falls on one of the killer, Ethan, the youngest son of Detective Bailey, and it falls from a higher height on him. And he's not dead yet. So this proves the theory, the fact that it was, and if he was asked to come back, and he said yes, but because of the rescheduling, he couldn't do it anymore. Why wouldn't he be there in Scream 7? You know what? I'm gonna make you a wager. If Scream 7 comes out, and he's not the killer, and I'm thinking he's gonna be the killer, he has an accomplice. He can do that. He can brainwash people, that's clear. Richie was probably brainwashed by him because it was all in his house. They brainwashed each other because he was a fan of the Stab movies. Whoa, Stu Macher, whoa, my God, you're my God, right? Like that. You'll see he has an accomplice. Woman, man, we don't know. And it's gonna end with Sidney's gonna. I hope that Nev Campbell's gonna come back for that last movie. I hope Gail gets it. She really. I want her to croak with her plastic face. I really want her to croak. You know, when Dewey dies, he gets his gut. He's gutted. He sees Gail calling him. He didn't heard of her since the breakup. And he's smiling. That almost stirred me up. He died as a happy man. Fuck you, Gail Weathers. boy, fucking boy. How long after that? A year, maybe? Jesus fucking Christ. I hope she croaks in the 7th one. I think there's gonna be an OG dead in the 7th one. But it's gonna be Sidney. It started with Sidney and Stu Macher and Billy Loomis, but Billy's of course dead. He's still playing a role in this movie as a shadow for Sam Carpenter. And he's half psycho, half not. She can put it on and off, like killing Detective Bailey, stabbing him like fucking 50 times. You know, is that still alive? Like she goes with the knife from here, and he's still alive. I don't remember even how does he die again? Not from all those stabs. He's crying. Fuck. How people are Terminators, right? You know? But I'm thinking it's gonna be in the 7th one, and he's gonna say, surprise, Sidney put off his mask and we see scars to Marker, and maybe kill his accomplice because he doesn't need her or him anymore. And that's just something I think. But Stu, I think 90% sure Stu's gonna be in the 7th one. If he's not, I'm gonna do the Screamer 7 review. I've seen the movie. I'm gonna slap my face. That's a bit. I'm gonna slap my face fairly hard to be the stupid idiot of trying to convince you people that Stu's gonna be in there. And I'm not a Scream fanboy, but it's just obvious to me. But if not, slap my face. I'm gonna start with, okay, here's the bed, bam or not. If not, you know what's the dealio. Now the Scream movies, like I said, they're good, but then the endings are always bad, and then I don't know the endings, and then the fact that people are pincushions basically, and they survive. I mean, and the setting in New York in the 6th one is cool and all, but then, and the fact that everybody in the subways wearing these Ghostface masks, and everybody could be a killer, and Mindy's standing there, she doesn't know who's going, and then she gets stabbed in the crowd. But then, in the dorm room, I think that was Bailey, the detective, because he just, kills Quinn, his daughter, Then, but he killed her. What she or he killed the boyfriend. She was a slut, right? The slut of the movie. She was fucking a guy. He was in the bathtub bleeding like a pig. Then he goes in a room with how many people? 5 people? I think Chad, Mindy, a girl named Annika, who is Mindy's girlfriend, Tara, and Sam. So 5 people. Chad, Mindy, Annika, Tara, and Sam. He goes in a room, 5 people. That's the first time a Ghostface does that. Just going in a room, and Chad being a little bit in love in the 6th one. In the 5th one, he had a girlfriend, but she gets killed by a gunshot because she's in the middle of this Mexican standoff, and she gets shot, and bam, she's gone. She's called Liv, but he's smitten by and in love with. That's why he protected her with the boxing stuff, so he can fight. But he takes Jenna Ortega, so Tara runs the fuck away like a chicken, just in his head, protecting her. Then Sam's new boyfriend Danny, bit muscular guy, is seeing all this, calling the police, there's so many times he could have gone to the, it's just a building, it's like a building that's like a few meters apart. You can put a ladder in it, because that's what he does, put a ladder so people can cross over. He could have run to there, helped them, beat up Ghostface, and even Chad could have they could have fucked him up. No. They run away, two of them. Chad leaves his knees behind. Annika gets gutted. She's still alive, but she's bleeding like a stuck pig. So Sam and Mindy are fighting her. So they get to the next room where Quinn's dead body is laying. They close the room with a closet. They enter the ladder, and the guy is just sitting there under the ladder. And then, of course, Annika, who's really severely wounded, says, "You go." She knew she was gonna die. So she didn't want to take the risk to go first. And of course, Ghostface tilts the ladder and she falls down. Now, and then that was a cool scene at the same time, because we never see the Ghostface going just against 5 people. But then you've got one of the badass characters just running away, one badass character on the other street, waiting his time, biding his time. Fuck. And like I said, Gail and that guy, did you see that guy, her boy toy, this big black dude, NFL player, big as a house, gets thrown like a rag doll, and the only one who could done that was Quinn, his daughter, 50 pounds, again a taller person. No fucking way. Are these movies good? Yeah, I think so. But the ending is always meh. The ending of the 5th one was, when Sam goes completely mental on Richie with the knife, that's a cool scene. But then that girl, Morgan, she's like, they believe her. So, sorry, I just had to do what Richie said. But then, take it out. And then again, sorry. And they believe her constantly, and then she gets stabbed, fucked over, and then burned. And then eventually she still lives. Like, people in this new Scream universe, they don't die, or you have to decapitate them or something. It's just so weird, so stupid. It's a stupid extreme. That's why. But the acting is on point. As well as 5 or 6. 6 plays in New York, so he got a little bit more of a body count, because the convenience store. One guy goes, Jedi and Sam and Tara are in the convenience store. The Ghostface is following them. This big tough guy, what do you want? Jam a fucking knife in his face or body or whatever. Then the clerk shots the shotgun. He takes the shotgun away. The Ghostface kills the clerk. Shoots him, I guess. I know he shoots somebody from point blank range with the shotgun. And he starts to shoot at Sam and Tara. So that's something new. The Billy Loomis stuff was cool. As a member, Barry, right? We remember, and he looked like Billy Loomis with the hair, and he, with the white T-shirt he wore that night when he died. But he's almost. They want to let him look like a good guy in some way, controlling Sam when she needs to kill, and then maybe it's a trick to make her a chameleon, right? Chameleon strikes in the dark, it blends in or something like that, or whatever. But at the end, he notches to her like this, and it's like Bill Loomis is the good guy. No, he was a fucking asshole. He was a fucking pervert. He was an asshole, it was psychopath. Stu too, right? But I'm just saying, it's just too weird. And now you've got a dozen clips about Matthew Lillard saying the possibilities there. I can have you should just show a random clip. I'm going to try to give you the short description. Just look it up on YouTube. It's all on YouTube. The screenshot, I'm going to put it in the one of the thumbnails with the question mark. Those two are the biggest things. You've got a lot more things they're saying, like Mindy saying he's still alive, and Kirby like this. I mean, what more do you need? Like I said, I'm gonna slap myself if I'm wrong. If I do the review, and I'm gonna do the review of Scream 7 if it comes out, I've seen it, slap my face if I'm wrong. That's a promise. But yeah, like I said, the fifth one was Dewey's Dead. That was just incredible, sad. Well done is sad. Because Doofus was always doing this stupid thing. He gets stabbed, he gets knocked out, he never did something. But in this one, he does something, he's now more grounded, and now he gets killed. And Gail almost gets killed, but they all arrive at the nick of time. And the sixth one, Richie being a stab fanatic. Yeah, okay. And then what? Amber, his girlfriend, the Predator, the TX-1000. Sorry, from Terminator 3. And Chad, the human pincushion, who does not die, who's badass but does not die, even if you stab him like 50 times around the neck in the heart area. The movies are good. First and second part, last part is always a sort of a letdown for me. It's sort of a letdown. The motivation of the killers, the way they usually, you can almost tell who's the killer. In the sixth one, Ethan is for sure, Bailey probably, and then Quinn was killed, but that's the only one. You can say, oh, okay, 3 killers. The only movie with 3 killers. But in the fifth one, you see, Richie, he's too much, stab, yeah, good movies, and yeah. But I recommend looking, if you're a Scream fan, if you're a Scream, like Scream movies, or you're a horror fan or a slasher fan, watch. Never forget, Scream did revive a mini revival of the slasher genre back for a few years, not a lot. Not what Halloween did, not what Friday the 13th did. They revived it for 10 years. But he revived it for a few years, and the franchise is still going on. I think Scream 7 is going to be the last one. Hope it's going to be the last one, because we don't need more, less is more, right? So, yeah, that's my prediction. That's why I think about Scream 5 and 6, and I wanted to do that because I just wanted to put these links together with the Stu thing, and there you have it. I'm gonna slap the shit out of me if I'm wrong, and that's a promise. But I have to see the movie and then do the review, and I'll do it if I'm wrong. So see you next time. Bye bye.